Hi, this is Jack Downs, the video about the images images 2 exercise, or images exercise 2. Let me warn you as we're beginning that this is by far the most complicated structure. It's not that complicated, but it requires more attention to organization, knowing what files are where, putting the files in the correct places, and learning how to use relative links, which you should have had a presentation about. And you should have read about. So you have a full week to do this exercise, but although there will be some time to work in class, next class, perhaps, you should expect to do some work on your own with this and ask for help if you need it. Here's the overall idea. I'm going to make a folder structure, a project folder called something like Images 2. Within the project folder, you're going to create a resource folder. I call them originals or resources or something. Within the project folder, you're going to make a root folder, and you're going to name it Images 2 and your name, or something like that, right? Using our naming rules, of course. And within that Images 2 folder, there's going to be 1, 2, 3 subfolders here. All right? Okay, and I have done that. Here I have a folder called Images. I'm in a folder called Images 2 Complete or whatever. My name's a little different, but the same idea. And I have 2 folders, and in the originals folder I have put a couple of Word documents. You are only going to need one. You get to choose which bunch of content you want to use for this. It's really parallel. It's just what kind of photos you want to work with. Do you want to work with figure skating photos or hockey photos? You will see all these in the download area as usual, which is someplace here. Where did I put it? My download area. It's not there. It's not there. I went to it though, so I'll go find it again. I must have just lost it. So I'm going to go into the, not the handouts, but the assignments. We'll go into the link. There it is. Actually, I probably had it out there, did I? Okay. And then I'm going to go into Images 2. And there you see we have 2 choices, figure and hockey. If you go to figure skating, you have a Word document and 6 images. And if you go to hockey, you have a Word document and 6 images. So pick whichever one you want. You can actually change the view on this to show you what the images look like, for instance, if you want to, for those. I made a grid there. I could go to the figure skating and do the same thing. I'll open that up, and I can make a grid here, which I have, and I can look at those images. Yeah, do you get inspired by one another? Okay. In any case, realize that in either of those groups, there are full images, which are large, and thumb or thumbnail images, which are small. They're all sized for you already. You don't have to do any of the sizing. Okay. I've chosen to go with the figure skating. And as such, I downloaded those, not the hockey, and they're in my folder right now. I actually downloaded both of the Word documents. I'm going to open up the figure skating document. I'm going to move it so you can see it here. Here's what the figure skating document looks like. There's some basic instructions. The title for the gallery page should be your name and photo gallery. The title for the image pages can be the same as your H1. And then we have a general idea is that we're going to have a gallery page, and we're going to have 3 image pages. Okay, the gallery page is going to go in the root folder, and this is the text. So what you're going to do is you're going to copy that text and go get a new blank file in your root folder. I have one here. Mine is not blank though, really. Here I am. I'm in going in my root folder. It's called Images 2 Complete for me, but yours is different. I have 2 HTML documents here. You only need 1. Yours is going to be called Gallery and your name.html. I'm using my working one just to show you this stuff. And see, here's my subfolders right there too, right? Okay, my subfolders and art, I moved in the large photos. And pages, there won't be anything there in the beginning for you. It'll be blank. And in thumbs is where you put the little photos. So I'm going to have 3 photos in here. Figure fulls, 1, 2, and 3, downloaded and put in there. And I have 3 photos in here. Fig 1 thumb. Okay, good. And then pages, I have some pages because I started already, but you will have nothing in there. You'll move a copy of your blank file into there, your blank HTML. Okay, let's edit this. Here we are. I took that text and just pasted it in here from the Word document. This is my gallery page, so it's called Gallery Downs, and mine's called Working, but same idea. Okay, and of course, as the instructions told you, in that Word document, here's what I made for the title. It's my name and photo gallery or something, right? And really, all you have is instructions here about what to do. So you're just going to make an H1, which is top Olympic skating pairs, and then I'm going to make a slash H2, H1 again, close the H1. Then I have an H2. Not a big surprise, right? Let's make that bigger for you to see better. Okay, good. And make an H2. So you're just following these instructions as you go along here. Close my H2. That's the names of this first pair. Whatever those, how you pronounce those names, who knows? Then we have some instructions here. It says P and P. That means we're going to open and close a paragraph here. So I'm going to just make my paragraphs. You can make yours. And I'm going to open and close a paragraph. Good. What goes in this paragraph here is just this text, but it says it's linked. Well, what is it linked to? It's linked to a page. There's a page in the Pages folder. We don't have that page yet. I have the start of one. You don't really have yours, but we will make that a link. And here it says we're going to put an image, and it's going to be linked in this paragraph. This is going to be the thumbnail image, right? Well, you know how to make an image. Yeah. IMG SRC equals quotation marks. We'll put alt equals quotation marks. Something different for us here, all of the images we use need to have a width and quotation marks and a height. Okay. All right. We'll worry about that a little bit later, but let's just get the image in here, right? What is the image called? I don't know. We'll have to go look at it. This is in the thumbs. These are the small images. Figure 1-thumb.jpg. Okay, good. Figure 1-jpg. Okay, is that going to work? Well, first of all, I have to spell it, right? G. No, it's not, because of course that is inside a subfolder. Here's my root folder. I go into the thumbs folder to find the image. Well, therefore, it has to be thumb/. Let's try that. Also, it still didn't work. Okay, let's go take a look and see what I screwed up. Figure 1-thumb.jpg. Is that actually the name of the thing? Figure 1-thumb.jpg. Oh, that looks good. Okay. And it's in the thumbs folder. Did I write thumbs? I wrote thumb. See, you got to get it just right. All right. And there's the image. We see that as a horizontal image here. Did you notice that in my images, some are horizontals and some are verticals? If you look at the instructions, you have certain sizes to use with those, right? Okay, but we also have to make this text link. And this stuff is going to link to a subpage. Now, you won't have made the pages yet. I have one called image1.html. All right? That's going to be the page when we get done with it, what's going to be called. So you could go put a page in here, even if it's got almost nothing in it. Actually, what you're going to do is you're going to put a page in, and you're going to paste in the stuff from the Word document for the image 1 page here, which is like that. I have one completed, though. And we know the name of it already, so we'll get rid of that for the moment. And we know the name of it. It is called image1.html. In the instructions, I think I say something like image 1 page. That gets okay, too, as long as you know what the name is, right? Okay, so that's going to be a link. It's going to be a link around here. You know how to make a link now, right? href equals quotation marks. And what goes in here, I told you it was image1.html for me, and you use your own name. Here, image1.html. Good. But it's in a subfolder. Did you see that? Here's the complicated thing. I'm working on this gallery page. I have to go into the pages folder to find that. Right? Okay, good. So my relative link should be pages slash, and then we should find it right there. Good. Let's save that. Okay, I made this link. I got to delete that text out afterwards. So this is kind of like, oh, and see, I didn't end the link, did I? See how everything, when a whole bunch of stuff you don't expect to be linked is linked, that suggests that you never closed your A. There, that's better. Also, notice that this text over here, we don't want to have that anymore. It's just, that's just the explanation here, right? So we should have a link of those words, which are sort of like a caption to this little thumbnail image. Okay, that's a link now, but I need to make this a link too. Is this link working? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, you don't have that page yet. You could make that page now, or at least get a page made called that in that folder, and even just throw that basic text in there, and then you'd have something to link to. So you'd make sure your link worked, which wouldn't be a bad thing at this stage. We'll get to that page in a minute. All right, but we make this a link also, right? Well, that's easy, right? Once you made the link and it works here, get that link. I'm going to copy this just to make this more visible. I'm going to put some, whoops, put enter there and enter there. Remember, HTML doesn't care. So I'll open the link before the image, and I shall close the link. But it should be inside my, actually all this stuff. Sorry, it should be inside my P. I'm going to open the link before my image, and then I'm going to open it. I'm going to do it afterwards. Close it after. /A. I just can't type it all today. Good. Okay, so that should link the image. And remember this thing about the alt. Well, alt text we should always have, and I could just say these guys perform something at the Olympics. Don't ask which Olympics this was. It was a while ago. And then width and height. Okay. Well, this is a horizontal image, and if you look at your instructions, you'll see that the horizontal image is the width on the thumbnail is 100 by 75, but the vertical would be 75 by 100. So width is 100 and the height is 75. And remember, we don't need units here because in HTML, when we size images, it's default to pixel. And we view current file in Chrome. And okay, so we've got the image didn't change, and it shouldn't. We're just giving it its real size. That now works. Again, I have a page there. You might not. You have to get a page there if you want to actually test this, even if it just has some of the basic text from the Word document in it. Okay, those all worked. But what if I screwed that up? What if accidentally, let me make that even a little bit bigger to make it more visible. What if accidentally in here I switched these numbers, or instead of 100, I slipped and I wrote 600, and I saved that, or I switched those numbers. Well, this would be very bad. That would stretch it, okay, right? Unnaturally. The more common error is you accidentally make verticals into horizontals, which you absolutely don't want to do and would be wrong, and you lose points. You accidentally had those numbers the wrong way, right? It's obviously been stretched into a vertical when it's actually horizontal. So you don't want to do that. You want to use the numbers that match the actual proportions. So you need to learn and look at the image to see what the actual proportions are, or look at it before you put the numbers in, like we did just earlier. Okay, so this little chunk here is complete now. From the H2 down, and the H1 is complete also, right? Right through to this link here. And then you've got another one I'm not going to do for it, you can do it. Another one I'm not going to do for it, you can do it. They're all going to go to different pages. Okay, good. when you get done with it, there'll be all those images. Some will be horizontal, some will be verticals, and they'll be sized properly. So let's go to the other side of this now. Let's go to the pages that we're going to have to make inside. And that's not the right place. Here we are. So in the pages, I'm going to use this working file again. And I have one already created. And again, I have used the title that was suggested, which in this case is the same as the H1. That's in your instructions. And I just pasted this text in from the Word document. Now, it is true, I've warned you against pasting from Word documents or PDFs, especially PDFs. And do notice that I would never go into this PDF that we have of, where did it go? The PDF of the Word document was in my root folder for my figure skating. There, that one there, right? I would never go in here and start to selecting any of the code. We have some code later on in the future. We've got the one page here. That's weird. I'll have to make sure I have both pages up for you. Actually, no, that's in the Word document. No, in the what if I did this in the PDF that you're going to use as a let's look at that. I put that someplace. It probably went into downloads or something. There it is. Okay, right, yeah. Okay, let's throw that over here. What if I was going to try to go to the next page of this and like kind of select especially some CSS and try to paste that in. Selecting from a PDF would be very bad. Selecting basic text from a Word document is okay, but selecting from a PDF would be very bad. So, and even trying to select any other code in here would be bad from the PDF. All right, let's continue along here. Sorry for that little tangent. And I should be in here. I am. Okay, so I'm in my root folder again, and I see my pages folder. And I've made a page here, which I showed you already, which is called Images 1. And it's really the same kind of process. I have an H1, we make it an H1. This time there's less text even to deal with. Slash H1. This is like a page. We go from the gallery to show the full-size image now, right? And the images are inline elements, so they always have to be inside a block element. In this case, the basic block element is a paragraph. So we're going to have a paragraph there. We're going to have a paragraph here. We're going to have a paragraph here. 3 paragraphs after the H1, no H2. So in here is going to be the image. Okay, well, you know how to do an image now. IMG src equals quotation marks equals. Wow. And then, of course, alt equals quotation marks. And then actually, remember, we're doing on all images in this exercise width equals quotation marks and height equals quotation marks. Okay, good. And now I don't need this little bit of text here, which is just was my explanation. Image, what's the image called? This is the full image, okay? So I remember when I go to see my, oops, wrong folders. When I go here into my root folder, I'm looking in the art, is where I put the full images. This one is called figure1-full.jpg. fig1-full.jpg. And will that work? No, of course it will not, because the image is not right here in my pages folder right next to this page, right? So where is it? I have to go up. Oh, I have to go find it first. I'm at the pages. I have this file open here right now, right? I'm going to go out of that folder. I'm going to go into the art folder and find it there. So I'm going to go up out of the folder. This is relative paths. .. / into the folder called art / and also notice that I can't copy and paste anything into here. It might work at that moment on your computer, but whenever you see in a relative path, either a relative path to an image or a relative link to another page, as we'll do in just a moment, if you ever see anything that says like drive, a drive name like A, B, C, D, E, slashes, a long strange path, no. you have to type this in yourself. You can't copy and paste into relative paths. These kind of links you cannot copy and paste into. Only absolute paths that go on the internet can you cut and paste into, or copy and paste into. Okay, so is that going to work? Probably, but we might as well in the meantime just grab this text here, which is going to go into this paragraph. Whoops, there. I screwed that up. Copy that and paste it in there, and then get rid of all the other stuff there. So I'm going to hit that once. Okay, good. And then this stuff, which tells me it's going to be linked. That's my explanation. My instructions. It's just this text goes in here, and yes, I know it will be linked. It'll go back to my gallery page. This paragraph is not linked. Okay, and of course my alt text is going to be, I can just put their names in there. Oops, alt. All right, let's save that and view it. Got my image. It is a horizontal again, like the other one was, but now it's larger. This is the full-size image. And I've got my text. Nothing is linked so far. The only link on these image pages will be the back to home link. Okay, let's do that. Well, of course, it's going to be an ahref. Ahref equals quotation marks. And of course, I'm going to close the A right here. Good. So what goes in here? Okay, so I'm in the Pages folder. I have to get out of the Pages folder to find the gallery that I want, the gallery page, right? I'm in the Pages folder, not there. I'm in the Pages folder. I have to just get out of there to go find something called gallery-downs. So it's just going to be // There. If I type that, spelled that stuff right, it might work. So I would go back to home, and that takes me back to the home page. By the way, this is the home page now, complete. And not only complete, but I've added some extra credit you can do if you wish. If you look at the instructions, you'll see that towards the back, there is some extra credit mentioned there. Let me go find those instructions. Hold on just a moment. Okay, here are the instructions. You do not have to add the color. There's two little phases of extra credit here. This area here, remember I said, whatever you do, don't copy and paste. A little style section that you could put in the gallery document, which I did there, on that completed one, which shows you, which would give you this. Oops, let me go ahead and view that again. Let's view current file in Chrome, and I went back. This is actually to my completed page with the extra credit. Adding the little bit of yellow, that's the extra credit. You want to play with the yellow, make a different color? You can do that too, fine. But otherwise, the text and images here are complete. Good. Okay, good. What though if you want to do the rest of the extra credit? For the image pages, you have to add this bit of style, but there's more than that. I'm using a fig caption here. So you need to go look in your textbook about how figure and fig caption work. And you'd have to be able to add figure and fig caption into the HTML to make this work. So I'm not going to tell you more about that, but that's how you complete it. In the end, you'll have three of these image pages, which have the full-size image and just a link back to the gallery. And you could add to this style in there for extra credit, and you have to make the little HTML change. And let me show you what it looks like when that is complete, in case you want to do that too. Remember, this is the completed page for the regular image page without the extra credit. And remember, you will have to have added your width and height in here. And did I do that? Here it is. Actually, I didn't. I'll just remind you that you have the numbers on your sheet here. But this is a horizontal, so it's wider, so it's going to be 500 width and 375 for height. But then you're going to, on your next page, your image 2 page, if that's a vertical, and at least one of these is, you'll have to change those numbers. And actually, when you complete one of these pages like this one, you will just do a save as on this page, or copy everything from this page, make an image 2 page, and then make an image 3 page. Because once you get one of these, all the structure set up, all you have to do is change out the text and which image it goes to. So I would suggest you not make each of these from scratch. Make one of the sub pages for these full-size images, and then just copy everything, or just do a save as for the second one and the third one, and just change the stuff out from the text in the Word document and so on. Okay, good. Okay, so let us continue here and say yes. So yes, that created that file right there. But what if you do the extra credit? Well, if you do the extra credit properly, this is what it will look like. It will be centered, and you will have sized the image, the image text to, and centered it also to whatever size that you've chosen for the width of the image. So that would be that extra credit. Okay, so I think that's about it for this. Yes, there's a lot going on here, but you'll pull it together and get some help, and you've got a week to do this.